What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Monday Evening Mojo. Oh, man, sponsored by Comeback King Enterprises, where we just kind of stop in. I stop in on a Monday evening and just to give you something to think about, give you something to help you reset, to refocus, get re-engaged. If you got your butt kicked today, if you just recommit to what it is that you started out the week all on fire for, or you girls, you started, dreading the week. You're either dreading it or on fire, you're kind of in the middle. Whatever you might be, there's something in this message for you, right? And I think the title of tonight is The Power in the Ebbs and the Flows, man. How many times do we think everything should just be smooth? And life isn't that way. I mean, life's not a straight line, right? I mean, you don't go straight to the top. And you can't fall straight to the bottom, but usually there's some ebbs and flows, some ups and downs, some weaves around the corner, things that make you kind of like, oh man, you want to throw your hands up and give up. I want to tell you the ebbs and flows is nothing but a rhythm of life. Right, and they both can benefit us, right? When we're in that ebb and we feel like our hands are tied and we've lost our momentum and we're kind of fuzzy on where we're going. I believe that's a time for patience, to be patient. That is sharpening our patience piece, right? We all want something right now. We live in a microwave society. We want it now. We want it now. We want it now. But sometimes, man, it's necessary, to be patient, because things are just going to be the way they are, no matter how hard you work to change them. So if you're out there and you're pushing that boulder uphill and, you're in the wrong season, possibly, you may be in the wrong space, possibly, you might be wrong season, wrong space, wrong. Oh, man. Feel out what it might be for you when you feel like you keep getting stuck and you're rolling into the same roadblocks. Put it in the comments. What is it for you? That when you're ebbing, man, and you're not flowing, and how you're feeling and why that is for you. Right? Because sometimes it's just going to be seasons of empty, man. That's just, and the waves are pulling you back. Right? And what I've learned in life, though, oftentimes when it's been that way for me, I needed that, right? I was making some choices that weren't the right choices. I was going in directions that weren't the right directions. I was trying to open up doors that were meant to be closed. They weren't meant to be open for me. How many of us are trying to open doors that aren't meant for us to be open? How many of us are continuing to bump our heads on doors that have been closed for a long time? Right? And then there's a season when the wave is just pulling you, pushing you forward. The beautiful thing about surfing is when you get on that board and you're on top of that wave, man, and it just lifts you up and the momentum is, right? That's the flow sometimes. And we get spoiled when that happens, right? We think that this is the way it should always be. And then when the ebb comes back around, the ocean moves in and it moves out. It moves in and it moves out, right? And it's ebbing and flowing. You're either killing it sometimes or you're struggling. But they both serve a purpose. That's what I want you to know today. And remember today that if things aren't moving the way you want them to be, no matter how hard you're trying, if you believe in God, things happen on His time. Whatever you believe in, things happen when they're supposed to happen. It's what we do while we're waiting that makes the difference. How are you behaving when you're waiting for the blessing? Are you full of joy and gratitude and serving and thinking about other people, or are you stuck on yourself, worrying about when's it going to happen? Why not me? Feeling whatever that might be for you. So patience from the ebb, and also some courage and some faith, man. Right? You get courage when things aren't going the way you want them to go, and you need to stand strong, and you don't think you can do it, but somehow you make it through to the next day. You make it through that comeback to the next battle. Your thinking didn't hold you back completely. You're taking some different twist around the conversation you're having with yourself about yourself, and you're changing the narrative. And it's easy when things are flying high, when you're on top of the world, right? It's easy to be joyful. It's easy to be grateful then. But how patient are you? How giving are you? Right? So, I mean, this whole thing, baby, is really just about thinking about staying in the state of gratitude, staying patient no matter which direction you're going. Be consistent in your efforts and build courage and faith in what it is, man. So let's stay in the flow of momentum. Let's stay in the state of patience and gratitude. Let's remind ourselves each and every night and each and every morning that life is going to be lifing. And we are destined for our greatness no matter what comes along. We smile when we feel like crying. We cry when we feel like smiling. We cry when we have to cry, right? I'm not talking about being fake. But just know, man, that it's not the microwave world, baby. It's not about instant gratification. It's, I used to think that I wanted to be the bunny and the tortoise in the hare when I watched cartoons, baby. But the tortoise always got there. Smooth rolling, always got there. And the bunny man got there too, but he got beat up all the way around, right? Anyway, so, oh, by the way, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jeff Tyson, and I'm affectionately known as the Comeback King. I got that name from, like many people, from having everything in my life almost taken away from me, right? Things I thought would last or have forever, right? But again, find the courage to find love, peace, and my purpose, which is to show up here tonight and all the time to remind you that you are valuable. Don't let nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. You shall not be denied, man. And so as I close this thing up, why ebb and flow is important? Because, I'm having to make a decision on our summit, pushing it back 3 weeks, man. But we had some great reasons for that. So stay tuned for the dates. Those of you that are already registered, you're in good shape, not to worry. Man, we maybe have a couple bonuses for you that are early bird people. Yeah, so just stay in touch. I drop my calendar information in there. If you really want to get more insight about what we're doing and have some real concerns and you need to get some help right away, we can help you right now. And remember, the power in the ebbs and flows. Use it to your favor. Life's not about the straight and narrow, baby. It's what you do when you're in the valley. You're climbing up the hill, man. It's a song. Hills and valleys. Hills and valleys. I won't sing it to you because you'll never come back and listen to me. So anyhow, you have a fantastic rest of your week. Drop a comment in here about how this resonates with you. Like and share. And remember, like I always say when I close up, don't let nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. You shall not be denied, especially your stinking thinking. And change that conversation you're having with yourself about yourself. The one you're listening to and the one you just had. And we'll see you next Monday. Stay in tune and touch for the upcoming time frame around, a powerful summit. From heartbreak to healing. A pathway to extraordinary love. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye. Yeah.